Well, I've just arrived at the Mindapples launch party with Andy Gibson here.
Hello.
And as I walked in, I found there was real turf down here. I don't know whether there's worms in there.
There were a lot of
worms in there.
We spent 2 days laying this stuff.
And if we just look through the door, where it's actually quite noisy, there's a lot of people drinking cocktails, courtesy of Courvoisier. I can speak for the excellence of those. And over there's a tree with little cards on them. Can you show me the cards over here?
Yeah.
It's a bit noisy to do that here.
Yes,
So I think the card encapsulates Mindapples, doesn't it?
it does indeed. So yes, this is a mind apple, and so we're asking everybody who's coming here today and everybody in the world, what's the 5 a day for your mind? And the event that you've just been at, virtually, is the Big Treat, which is our first big launch event. So we're doing this brand partnership with Courvoisier as part of their Revolutionary Spirit 2-week festival, which they've invited members of their network to do various events and showcase their brands and get involved in with Courvoisier's support, just promoting things. So this was a great opportunity for us to showcase Mindapples, but also other brands like Crush and Savvy Cook, Digital Health Service. So what you have been looking at, is a pop-up health farm, which is running for 2 days on the 16th and 17th of July, Friday and Saturday, full of wonderful ways to treat yourself better. Because at Mindapples, what we're very interested in is people taking more ownership and control of their own health, and health not really being just a medical thing, because actually health is about how we live, and it's not all about doctors and illness, and particularly with mental health, it gets so categorised as being about depression and schizophrenia and suicide, and no one wants to know it all, no one wants to know about it. And so Mindapples is partly a project to make mental health fun, but also to encourage people to talk about what works for them, because let's face it, we're all fine. I'm certainly fine. I'm sure you're fine. David, are you fine?
I'm fine, although, Andy, when I got the little mind app or went onto your website and it said, what do you do to give yourself a treat? I went, I can't count stroking my iPad, can I? What do I do? Well, large drinks, so that's not good enough. So it's a very, very simple but really rather challenging idea.
Social reporting, perhaps.
Yeah. And I was talking to your partner, Sophie, and your co-founder.
Hege.
Oh, Hege, yeah, in this. And picking up that this is really a great sort of conversation opener. And she was saying she really wanted this in the Oxford English Dictionary.
Yeah.
And so people could actually say to each other, well, kind of what's your mind apple or whatever.
Exactly.
A way of getting people to talk about stuff which otherwise might be quite difficult.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what Mindapples is about. We don't pretend to be, experts in how anyone should live or what anyone should do. What we're interested in is creating conversation, and so Mindapples.org is the website, which is just launched actually, and then there's this event and various things that we're doing around the country. We're going to be at Secret Garden Party next week, and all of it is about starting conversations about what we need to look after our minds. Because we live in a society really where we never talk about looking after our minds, but actually everything that we do is about treating ourselves in various ways, about affecting how we feel up here. So let's talk about it, let's get good at it. Let's get brands like Courvoisier involved in making things that are healthy and good for us that we really want and need. Let's promote the things that are actually making us feel good. And we want it all to be about Mindapples being something commonplace, everyday thing, a bit like the 5 a day campaign, which is just, I think I fancy having a mind apple now, I'll go for a walk, or I'll stroke a smooth surface. That was what some person said. Someone said that they buy a new frying pan every time they're sad, which I just wonder what their house looks like. And my favourite one is pet something furry, brackets dog or boyfriend. So there's something for everyone.
That's great. I'm just starting some work on the Big Society network, where we've come up with the idea of, since Big Society is a bit do-it-yourself, do-it-yourself means a store, but what's a cool store these days? That must be an app store, so it must be a social apps store. So I would have thought that Mindapples was a really good social app.
Thank you very much. That's a good way of putting it. We are social software. We are providing a tool for people to use to do something that makes them feel good. And So yes, but there is a website, but also a conversation. I think the conversations were important. But you can find all the things that people have suggested if you go to mindapples.org, and there's all kinds of bizarre things.
Well, I just leave you to have fun with the rest of the Apple.
Thank you very much, and tell us what your mind apples are. We want to know. Thank you.